starts right now.
It is a gloomy start to Thanksgiving week, and those clouds could hang around all the way through Turkey Day.
But will they bring rain? Justin Horn is tracking the chances.
Well, it's been a soggy start so far. We had a lot of good rain over the weekend. Still seeing some rain on the radar right now. We'll see the rain wind down a little bit this afternoon, but it's a soggy, damp, cold Monday, kind of keeping with the theme that we had this weekend. There's the latest radar. You see the showers that are working through. Still seeing those pop-up light showers off and on here in San Antonio, and I'd say for another couple of hours we'll see a pretty similar scenario. And then later today, the radar will get a little more quiet, but there's going to be some pockets of moderate rain mixed in there from time to time, and you'll see these showers come through the city of San Antonio. Let's zoom in a little bit closer, seeing some showers coming right through downtown as we speak. Again, light stuff, all moving off to the north and east at a pretty quick clip. As we look outside, there are the clouds, there is the rain, 43 with cloud cover and the rain today. These temperatures aren't going to budge much. And a light wind, too, so it feels like 40 out there. That's the wind chill. Here's the big picture. Got a piece of energy coming through Texas. It's sunny in the Texas Panhandle, but where we are, still cloudy, still rainy, and that's the case from San Antonio up to Waco and over towards the Houston area this afternoon. Our KSAT 12-hour forecast, 44 at 2 o'clock, 40% chance of rain. We bring the rain chances down a little bit this evening, 46 at 7 o'clock, 45 by 9 p.m., and down into the mid-40s by midnight. Again, temperatures don't move much. We will see some warmer numbers in the coming days, but still a lot of clouds. And what about that Thanksgiving Day forecast? We got a little more information on it. We'll take a look coming up in just a few minutes.
Thanks, Justin. We turn now to another deadly mass shooting in America, this time at an LGBTQ club in Colorado Springs.
5 people killed, 25 wounded, and the suspect is in custody. ABC's Rena Roy reports he was taken down by people inside that club.
Another community in America grieving another mass shooting.
Battalion 2, Battalion 4, reports of 10 people shot. Let's make this a mass casualty.
Law enforcement now investigating the massacre at this LGBTQ club in Colorado Springs as a hate crime. 5 people shot dead, more than 24 injured, including Mark Slaw's younger sister and brother. His sister in critical condition at the hospital.
There's a lot of trauma that she's taken. It's a nightmare come true.
Authorities say 911 calls started coming in at 11:56 from Club Q on Saturday night.
I was bartending, making drinks, and then I heard like a pop, pop, pop. Once I looked up and I saw the shadow of a grown man wielding a rifle. By midnight, the first officer arriving at the scene, and by 12:02 a.m., 5 minutes after the first call, the suspect in custody, according to police. Witnesses say 2 heroic clubgoers charged the shooter.
They absolutely risked their lives.
Police say the suspect, 22-year-old Anderson Lee Aldrich, was armed with an assault rifle, another gun, and multiple magazines of ammunition. Club Q has been around for 2 decades, but the owners say they'd never seen the gunman before. Among the 5 confirmed dead was Club Q bartender, 28-year-old Daniel Davis Aston.
Friendly, loving, everybody loved him, and he loved everybody.
The suspect was known to law enforcement. He was arrested in June of 2021 following an alleged bomb threat incident against his mother. Many now wondering how someone charged with felonies and considered a threat was able to get his hands on those guns. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Back here at home, a shooting victim is recovering this noon. Meanwhile, police are trying to make sense of what happened, and they're getting conflicting stories. Police say someone shot the man near the intersection of Roland Road and J Street. That's near I-10 on the east side. The man told officers he was shot during a road rage incident. However, police never found a crime scene, and they couldn't find the victim's car. Meanwhile, the man's girlfriend told police that someone in a white vehicle fired at the victim. He was hit in the back as he tried to escape the bullets. A Uvalde CISD police officer whose wife was killed in the Robb Elementary School shooting has resigned. An official with the district confirmed the resignation. Ruben Reese's wife was 4th grade teacher Eva Morales. Reese was seen checking his phone in the hallway surveillance video. Had he received a phone call from Morales saying she'd been shot. Reese was taken from the hallway and was disarmed by other law enforcement officers. Morales was alive when she was pulled from the classroom, but died on the way to the hospital.
New details surrounding a racial situation at a high school girls basketball tournament in Marble Falls. It happened Friday afternoon at Marble Falls High School as an East Central senior stepped to the line to shoot a free throw. monkey screeches were allegedly heard coming from the Marble Falls student section. And this was reportedly not the only time it was heard during the game. The East Central community has since rallied on social media to spread the word about the incident. The East Central Independent School District Athletic Director Suzette Ariola issued a statement on Twitter saying in part, "We are sorry our players had to endure this from spectators, and we are working quickly with their administration and coaching staff to resolve the situation," end quote. On Friday evening, the Twitter account for the Marble Falls girls basketball team announced they would not be playing a game on Saturday during the tournament. It is unclear if this decision is related to the events that unfolded Friday night. You can read more about this story right now on KSAT.com.
A lot of folks hitting the road this week ahead of Thanksgiving, and as you plan your trip, it is important to be aware of road closures. Traffic Authority Stephen Cavazza shows us the areas to be aware of and how to get around those trouble spots.
The road work continues in and around the Alamo City, and even throughout the holiday, we can expect to see some work taking place up until the end of November. So let's go ahead and get you prepared, because work will continue here overnight. Loop 410 on the west side of San Antonio, bridge work, and yeah, it's just a portion of the work that takes place there. But just keep in mind, this is current until tonight, or Monday, November 21st, 8 in the evening to 5 in the morning. So late night owls, early bird commuters, plan the commute ahead of time, because you will see a full closure of the main lanes in both directions right there from Bandera Road to State Highway 151. Now, more throughout the week, we're going to see work continue here along State Highway 16, utility work that will take place until Tuesday, November 22nd. This does begin at 9 in the morning, should wrap around 3 in the afternoon. Alternating lane closures in both directions. That will be from Loop 1604 to Diamond K Trail. All right, let's go ahead and take one last look here at FM 1535 Northwest Military Highway. Yep, that utility work is still current and should wrap on Thursday, November 24th. This is according to TxDOT. This starts at 7 in the morning, should wrap at 6 in the evening. So expect to see alternating lane closures from Loop 1604 to Huebner Road. All right, plan your commute ahead of time. Grab those phones right now. Scan that QR code. That's going to take you directly to our KSAT traffic page. And if you scroll to the bottom, you'll find a full list of all the closures taking place throughout the month of November.
A good pair of socks and shoes is something some families take for granted, and it is something that so many families need. Share the Shoes is an initiative to collect new socks and shoes to help kids in our area. KSAT Community is partnering with Zapatos and SAPD for the program. Max Massey takes a look at how collections are looking so far.
We are in the midst of Share the Shoes, and it is so easy to help out kids in and around our community. You walk into any substation or headquarters with a new pair of socks and shoes. You just drop it in the bucket and you're good to go. Joined here with Officer Moreno. So how important is this to you and SAPD?
SAPD and this community of San Antonio, it's a very important task that we get as many shoes as we can to help out the community. There's a lot of kids out there that aren't very fortunate, and so maybe if they're lucky enough to get one pair of shoe at the beginning of the year, this really helps them out. You know, you got to remember, these kids, they grow, and so, you know, they might be a size 5 now, but by the end of December, I mean, you're looking maybe 5.5, 6. So this is very, very, very important. So we want to try and get as many shoes as we can.
How do donations look so far?
Well, so far we're looking at about 150 shoes that we have so far, but it's in the early stages. So we're hoping that we can get as many as up to 1,000, 2,000, and you know, let's not be and I don't want to be unrealistic, but let's go for 7,000. Let's try and get as many as we can. It's a good cause. It's for this community.
It really is, Officer Moreno. Thank you so much for your time. If you guys have any questions on how to donate, when, where, we have all those answers on KSAT.com. Max Massey, KSAT 12 News.
New this noon, the women's Final Four coming back to San Antonio. The NCAA Division I Women's Basketball Committee announced the 5 cities selected to host the NCAA Women's Final Four from 2027 through 2031. In San Antonio, one of those cities, the 2029 tournament will take place in the Alamo Dome. San Antonio has previously hosted the Women's Final Four 3 times, back in 2002, 2010, and again just last year in 2021. The NCAA says 2002 was a record-setting year for attendance. 29,619 were at the national semifinals game and the national championship game. And San Antonio won't be the only Texas city to host the Final Four over the next few years. Dallas hosting the tournament next year and again in 2031. Still coming up, Cowboys use running backs to help their passing game for a huge win over the Vikings.
It's usually an exciting time for soccer fans around the world, but this time, the World Cup is also surrounded by some controversy, and some people are receiving backlash for taking part.
Now to the World Cup. Team USA takes the field this afternoon for its opening match after host nation Qatar lost in Sunday's tournament opener.
As ABC's Will Reeve reports, there's excitement around the games and also a lot of controversy.
World Cup fever. But as the U.S. men's national team prepares to take the field for their first World Cup match in 8 years, a cloud hangs over the games. The 12-year run-up to this World Cup fraught with human rights abuse allegations against host country Qatar and accusations that some officials from FIFA, World Soccer's governing body, had been taking bribes to vote in favor of Qatar's host bid. FIFA President Gianni Infantino lashing out in a lengthy defense on the eve of the tournament.
We are not the United Nations, we're not the world police, we're not, the blue helmets. The only weapon that we have is the ball.
Qatar constructed most of its stadiums from scratch, the plight of close to 2 million migrant workers who built them under scrutiny. Actor Morgan Freeman, who represented the U.S. in its losing bid to Qatar, slammed online for his involvement in the World Cup opening ceremony. And in their very first game, Qatar became the very first host country ever to lose an opening match, 2-0 to Ecuador. Now it's the U.S.'s chance on the pitch. The young, talented squad just hours away from stepping onto the world's biggest stage. 23-year-old Tyler Adams named captain.
You know, you dream of playing in World Cup, so for me growing up, I think that's all I ever wanted.
The team's superstar is all-world forward Christian Pulisic.
I think they should expect a very hungry team, a young team, and one that's just willing to go to battle and do anything that we can to win.
Yeah, that starts in about 45 minutes.
That's exciting.
On the pitch. Glad they don't have to deal with this kind of mess, though. That'd be kind of a sloppy soccer.
No, they've had some good weather over there. Yeah, this would not be much fun. Boy, the weekend was chilly. It was wet. We're still looking at that right now. Still some showers on the radar. But you know what? That little bit of rain has done a lot for us. The aquifer is still going up, 0.6 of a foot to 637. That's the highest it's been in a while. So the rain is helping. Molds are low at 170. We'll take a look at the radar when we come back and talk about the forecast for the rest of this week. Straight ahead.
All those kids out of school today going, man, I want to hang outside.
I know.
Go out there, it's cold, it's wet.
I was at Brackenridge Park this morning reporting, and there weren't a lot of people out there.
Bet not. A couple of ducks, maybe.
And even they're cold. And even they're cold, yeah. It's been kind of a cold stretch. If you're hoping for some sun, you're going to have to wait a couple more days. It's looking pretty gray. We mentioned that last week, and this stretch continues right on into this week. There's a look at the latest radar, and we still got these spotty showers coming through. So it's wet out there. Most of the roads are wet, and these showers keep developing back off to the west. So they'll continue to funnel through. It's not going to be raining the entire time, but you'll get some spotty rain showers here. And it's been light most of the weekend, but this is all starting to add up. And you know, it's not coming in one fell swoop, and that's okay, but we're getting some more rain in the rain bucket, and really at the end of the day, that is what we have needed this year. Let's zoom in a little bit closer here on San Antonio, and you can see where some of these spotty showers are moving through right now. One there over Elmendorf. I mean, these are moving pretty quickly, but you get the general idea. Along 1604, some spotty showers. You're going to have to use the windshield wipers here. If you're going to be out and about for another couple of hours, have the umbrella with you. And we still could see a couple more showers coming up next couple days. Just updated this. So since September 1st, 3.01, still below average with that time frame. And then since January 1st, we are now up to 10.23. That is about 19.61 inches below average. But as I said, every little bit helps here. We're just kind of chipping away at it, and that's what it's going to take. And we're pushing that rainfall total just a little bit higher. There is the scene outside, definitely gray. 43 degrees, dew point is at 40. It feels like 40 with a light northeasterly wind at about 5. And these are the feels like numbers at this hour. 41 Bernie Stage, 43 Rio Medina, 42 is what it feels like in Devine, 42 in Pleasanton. Winds aren't all that strong, but there's enough there to make it feel just a little bit chillier than that air temperature. In the KSAT 12-hour forecast, we start to bring rain chances down just a little bit. They're still there, and we're still going to see some of those spotty showers, but probably just a little bit less on the radar as we get towards dinner time. 30% chance. Temperatures hold steady. They're not going to move much today with clouds, the rain in place. You're going to see these numbers hold in the mid-40s where we've been last couple days. And so the wind chill stays with us too, even going into tonight. 45 degrees at 11 o'clock, 45 at midnight. Here's a look at our forecast in the short term at least. And by, say, 5 o'clock today, shows some of the showers starting to taper off a little bit. Still, though, even as we get into tomorrow, could see some of these light showers coming through. We just can't rule them out. So 20% chance on Tuesday and again on Wednesday before we get a little bit of a pattern change by Thanksgiving. So that's the forecast. 5 o'clock tomorrow does show some of those showers around. Here's the big picture, and you can see it's a pretty big shield of rain, by the way, stretching from San Antonio up to Waco over to Houston. So if you're traveling anywhere in that area, it's going to be a wet go of it. Dallas is clearing out. West Texas is also clearing out. Here is our next system, which is taking shape up here near Alaska. It's not really, has not come together just yet, and it won't until starts to move into the United States. So there's still some questions here as to how that plays out. Stay tuned, and I'll show you the 7-day in just a second. First, though, very quickly, I want to show you the travel forecast across Texas. Showers, Brownsville, Corpus Christi. As you head out towards El Paso, starts to clear out a little bit there. Rain in Houston. And as you go north, as we showed you up by 35, clearing out in Dallas. It's going to be a little bit warmer there today. So the extended forecast, 54 tomorrow, 61 Wednesday, 20% chance of rain both days. Right now, we're going to go with a 30% chance of rain on Thanksgiving. Maybe a little bit of sun. We'll have to watch for a thunderstorm or two. And we'll see how that times out with our frontal boundary. Now the indications are, too, that we may get some lingering rain on Friday, depending on how this system plays out. We've got a 30% chance of rain in there on Friday as well. I would say be prepared for a few changes in that forecast. And as soon as we can get these models to kind of all agree, we're going to get you the latest. But that's how it stands right now. Chances of rain Thursday, Friday, then clearing out for the weekend. Temperatures do moderate too, by the way, back into the 60s, guys.
Today calls for some hot chocolate and maybe some marshmallows on top.
For sure. Extra marshmallows.
Extra marshmallows.
Yeah.
Thanks, Justin.
Dak Prescott had one of his best days as a pro yesterday against Minnesota, and the Spurs struggle on the road.
Pro football coverage powered by Davis Law Firm.
Cowboys coming off that tough loss to Green Bay last week. Yesterday had to travel to Minnesota to take on the Vikings, one of the better teams in the NFL this year. Got an 8-1 record going in yesterday's game. Opening drive, Minnesota, Kirk Cousins back to pass, and look out, here comes Micah Parsons. Got him, and a fumble. Cowboys recover. Cowboys had to settle for a field goal, though, up 3-0. Late in the first quarter, game tied at 3. Ezekiel Elliott, handoff. Boom, touchdown. That finished off a 10-play drive. Dallas up 10-3 after 1. Second quarter, under 2 to play. Dak is going to just kind of wing it out there to Tony Pollard, wide open. Check out the block he gets from his tight end, Dalton Schultz, on the sideline right there, and gone. 30 yards. Cowboys lead at 23-3 at halftime. Third quarter, Cowboys not wasting any time. Dak deep down the sidelines, and Pollard is wide open in stride. 68-yard touchdown. That's 2 for him through the air. Cowboys up 30-3. Pollard led the Cowboys in rushing and receiving. Vikings first drive of the second half going nowhere. DeMarcus Lawrence with the sack. 3 plays later, it's Cousins going down again. Dante Fowler with the sack. Vikings are forced to punt. Never really got close to the Cowboys' end zone. Cowboys score again on the next drive. Zeke for the end zone. That's his second touchdown of the day. That capped off a 5-play, 41-yard drive. Still over 8 minutes left in the quarter. Dallas racked up 151 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. Dak threw for 276 yards, 2 touchdowns. He only missed 3 passes. He was like 22 of 25. Kirk Cousins sacked 7 times. Here is your final from Minnesota. 40-3. Cowboys get the win. Dallas now 7-3. After the game, it was all about their response to that loss last week.
7 days ago in that locker room, we talked about, hey, this game will help us in the long run if we let it and just learn from it. And I think that's clearly was part of our lesson.
After last week, I had a good week of prep and just wanted to come in and set the standard and the expectation that I've talked about, that we have for ourselves. And just as you said, just being able to go and get points on the first 7 drives, honestly, was just staying in the moment.
I feel like, we kind of found our formula, run the ball, pounding the defense, dominate, on all phases of the game, and, just trying to slow the game down and let our defense go out there and do what they do.
This is how it should be every week, there shouldn't be no gap. We should play sound football. We show them we're capable of it. We flash it. We got to consistently do it. Consistency wins championships. So if we're able to do that, we could go real far.
All right, so now it's just a few days off before they take on the New York Football Giants in AT&T Stadium. That's the Thanksgiving Day special at 3:30. The good news for the Cowboys, they scored so many points yesterday that a lot of the starters got to rest a lot of that fourth quarter. So hopefully that'll help going into this game at 3:30 on Thursday. Hey, the Spurs closed out their 5-game West Coast road trip last night. Not good against the Lakers. The Spurs' 5th straight loss. LA gets it 123-92. LeBron James didn't play in that one. San Antonio now 6-12. Like we said before, we knew this was going to happen probably, but we didn't realize they're going to get blown out so many times. So they got to tighten things up a little bit. So they're home for a while. New Orleans on Wednesday, and then look at this. Friday and Saturday, it's the Lakers again. All those games at 7 o'clock at the AT&T Center.
Positive energy, positive energy.
Yo.
The COVID-19 pandemic changed the way we work. Now more companies are creating remote positions, but that leaves an opening for scammers. How to keep from becoming a victim.
And new today at 5, these twins are more than just cute. They're already pretty famous. How they broke a new record the day they were born. That story today at 5 on After Entertainment tonight. Look at them.
So cute.